any crisis, there's always an opportunity. And My Aladdin has made that opportunity available to people around the world, and especially in Vietnam. I'm not sure if any of you on this call are from other countries. I know we have many people from Vietnam, but wherever you're from, we're so happy to have you with us today. Like I said, it's been a difficult year for many. For some people, it has been the worst of times, but for others, it's been the best time to make money as well. And so we'll talk about My Aladdin and how it fits in the current situation and how you can benefit from the opportunities it provides. You know, the global pandemic has been around for one half of a year already 6 months. You might have seen pictures like this in person in medical facilities and other places around the world. Many countries are on lockdown. Many countries have gone into a second round of the virus. And some people say it may be another year before this whole situation resolves itself. If you look at the world situation as of today, there's been 13 million cases of the virus around the world, and more than 500,000 people have lost their lives due to this virus. If you look at the countries in the dark color, as of today, those are the ones who have the most cases. Luckily, Vietnam, Singapore, and many of our friends in the area have been well off. I know in Vietnam, you're quite open now to travel and conduct business as normal. In Singapore, we've also opened up a bit. New Zealand has also opened up. And a few countries have actually managed the virus very well. It's congratulations to the Vietnam government and how they've handled the virus. And Singapore government has done a good job as well. For many of you who may not know me, I'm actually in Singapore. I've been here 27 years. And so it's nice to be a place that's clean and also very safe. But I love Vietnam also and the people there. And so it's a difficult situation for much of the world, but at least for our own situation, things are looking a little bit better. Like I said, the virus has actually gone into a second wave in many countries around the world. And in the US and other countries, the situation was getting better, but now it's getting worse again. And so they're starting to have to shut up the businesses and control things once again. And some people say this may be the fact of life for many months ahead until a virus vaccine has been created. That's still some time away. They're starting to test some vaccines in some countries, but it may be another year before it is actually able to be used for the rest of the world. Many businesses are badly affected. I thought this was kind of funny. This is a sports game. As you see, the stadium is filled with people, but they're not real people. They're all paper, cardboard people sitting in the stands because the crowds are prevented from coming together. And this is the situation in much of the world. Sports, large events have been very badly affected. And many of those events you can only watch online. Travel around the world has also been badly affected. You'll see a lot of photos of places like this in airports around the world. Many of the planes are parked very close together because they're unable to travel from most countries at this time. Many businesses are struggling to survive. I was just reading today, if you've heard of Dunkin' Donuts in the USA, they're closing about almost 500 Dunkin' Donuts stores. JCPenney is also filed for bankruptcy. Many other companies are also suffering. The virus has basically caused those companies who were not doing so well to be unable to get back on their feet, and many of them have gone out of business. Many other businesses around the world are struggling to survive. You will read about different companies and different businesses are closing down. I was reading last week in Singapore, at the beginning of the year, there was a list of businesses closing down, and it was 5 pages long. That same list today, 6 months later, is 25 pages long, listing all the companies that have closed. You might see this in some places in your own country where businesses have closed down. They're saying that Singapore, as of the last few days, has actually gone into a recession. And many countries in the world are also facing economic um, troubles ahead, difficulties ahead. Businesses are struggling to move their business online, but some businesses, either the owner doesn't have the skills and technology, or maybe they just don't have the understanding to move their business online. Many people are starting to buy things from online retailers like Amazon, like Lazada, like Alibaba, um, Redmart, many others. There's a lot of online companies that are doing very, very well because people are starting to go online. And a lot more delivery is happening in the world today. People will order online and then things will be delivered to their home. I'm always amazed when I'm in Vietnam, when you see the motorcycle delivery. They can carry so many things on the back of a motorcycle, where the rest of the world is using trucks. In Vietnam, they often use motorcycles, and it's amazing to see how creative and how well they can deliver products on a small little motorcycle. Many businesses are also moving to cashless payments. They don't want to accept cash. In fact, the Singapore government and many countries around the world have also said they want to go to a cashless society. They don't want to accept cash. They want to focus on credit cards, on mobile phones, and on digital type of payments. And this is happening. This picture I took in Singapore just a few couple weeks before the virus was shutting businesses down here. And it's quite common now to see businesses saying that they do not want to accept cash. Businesses are struggling to compete on price. In fact, Singapore imports just about everything where I live. Many of the things we also get from Vietnam and China. And recently, they were saying that the cost to ship products into Singapore has multiplied 5 times the original cost. And so things are much more expensive. It's very hard to find a discount if you want to buy things today. Of course, there have been some advantages as well. Many people are enjoying the possibility of working from home. Other people struggle at home, especially if you have small kids that might interrupt your work from day to day. For me, I quite enjoy it. I have a chance to cook more often, and I have a chance to relax a little bit more at home and not be so formal. In fact, I was talking to someone today, and he was saying that next time he goes shopping, he's not going to buy business shirts. He's going to buy relaxed shirts because he's working from home so often today. And this may be a picture of you. On top, you're still business, but below, you could be a bit more relaxed. Some people ask, when will the current situation end? When is everything going to go back to normal? But the truth is, things are not going to go back to the way they were before. In fact, this may be a good opportunity to change many things for our benefit. Before, if you ask someone to change something, they just are not so concerned. They like doing things the way they used to do, and they're not open to change. But now people are willing to change because they have to in order to survive. Like I said, even when the current situation ends, many people will still be doing cashless transactions. You may ask, what is cashless? That's when you use credit card, when you use payment gateways, digital payments, cryptocurrency, mobile phone, digital wallets, instead of coins and banknotes in order to make payments. Before the current virus situation, many people were scared to use a credit card on the internet or on their mobile phone. But now they had no choice. And so they've become comfortable doing that. And so even when the current situation ends, now they trust cashless transactions. They trust payment through credit card or through payment systems on the mobile phone. And they're going to continue even after the situation is back in control. There's also been an increase in on-demand services, an increase in delivery of products. Before, people were afraid, if I buy something, maybe they won't deliver to my home. Maybe it will get lost. Maybe it will ship from China and never make it to my country. But in the current situation, many things that people needed could only be bought online and delivered to the home. And so they had no choice. They had to learn to use this, and they realized, hey, it works. It's reliable. I can order something and it can be delivered to my home. And it's so convenient. And so even after the current situation, that will also still continue. There's been an expansion of e-commerce. Many businesses that weren't able to go online have had to completely stop their business. Many other businesses were forced to create a website or maybe a mobile app or maybe another way to accept sales online because people could not leave their homes. And when the virus ends, these websites will not be taken away. The mobile apps will not be removed. They will still use these to buy things online. So people are using e-commerce and mobile phones to buy more things than they've ever bought before. And that will also continue. And there's also been a greater acceptance of working from home. It used to be if you were working from home, people thought you're not professional. You're not serious. You're not someone that can be trusted with my business. But now everyone is working from home. And so people realize that even if you're working from home, it might be even better. You might get more done. You might be more reliable. You might be something that they can trust. And so people are more accepting of home-based business. And the interesting thing is, My Aladdin was created before the current pandemic. It was created in the last quarter of 2019, before the virus situation was even heard about in China. And My Aladdin makes all of these things possible. If you're part of My Aladdin, you can use your mobile phone for transactions. You can use My Aladdin to get products and services, use the phone to exchange for products and services and have it delivered to your home. If you're a business owner, you can put your business online on a mobile phone, even if you know nothing about the internet. And you can also turn it into a great home based business where you can earn income every single day. And so, while much of the world has been struggling, many of our friends in My Aladdin have been doing the best that they have ever done in their business. And so that's a great job, a great opportunity. My Aladdin was actually the right thing at the right time for the right people. And so My Aladdin, I'll tell you a little bit about it now. It's based on a mobile app. So you can use your mobile phone to get products and services. Before the current situation, they were saying that by 2021, that's 6 months from now, there would be 2.14 billion online buyers. If you think about it, that's about 1/3 of the world's population. That's a lot of people. And they said that they would be spending more than $4.8 trillion. I'd like to ask you, how many of you would like to have part of $4.8 trillion? Some of you say, oh, I don't want a part, I want a lot. And My Aladdin makes that possible. I was reading some recent statistics because these statistics were from last year, and I was wondering if things had changed. I think we can all look at the current situation and realize that the way business is being done in the world today has changed a lot. And so I was looking to see what are some of the things that have changed. Of course, like I said, many people are buying things online. According to Statista, which is an online website, they were saying that now sales are being made by mobile phones, and it's increased 15% since 2016. And that by next year, 73% of sales will be made using a mobile phone. So if you have an app on a mobile phone like My Aladdin, it's the perfect opportunity. Out of every 4 people, 3 people will be using their mobile apps to do business. And so that's an incredible opportunity for you. Another statistic that I recently found from Market Watch was saying that e-commerce, in other words, the people that are buying things through the internet, has increased from 15% in 2020 and this year, at the early part of this year, and within the next 5 years, it will be up to 25%. That means 1/4 of all business will be done over the internet. And that's only going to increase as the years go ahead. So if you have a business and you're not on the internet, this is the perfect time to move your business to the internet because it's going to become more and more important to your success. A couple more statistics here that I recently saw. They were saying that 1 in 5 who ordered groceries, food, and things to eat online did so for the first time in the last month. In other words, in the last couple months, out of every 5 people, one of them was brand new. They ordered online for the very first time. And for people who are age 56 or above, it was 1 in 3. So out of every 3 people who bought food and products and groceries online, 1 in 3 was the older people buying things for the very first time online. The current amount of purchases made online is about 1/3. That means out of every 3 sales, one of those sales is completely made online. And the proportion of online purchases anticipated after the virus is over, is expected to be 37%. In other words, it's going up to almost half. So after the current situation ends, it's still going to be increasing so that more and more people are buying things online. In fact, another statistic I ran across was that 36% of online shoppers prefer e-wallets. They prefer a mobile wallet on their phone that they can use for shopping. They would rather not use a credit card. They would rather use a mobile app or a digital wallet on their phone. And nearly 50% of consumers are shopping more on their phone than they're shopping in person. In other words, many people are doing most of their shopping on the mobile phone. So these are some trends that are looking to be true for the future, which means that our possibilities, the opportunities that My Aladdin provides, are going to become even more important for the future. So let me tell you a little bit about My Aladdin's. It's the consumer rewards program. Many of you have heard of consumer rewards program. Basically, they reward you for doing business with a company. Airlines are often very popular for consumer reward programs. If you fly with an airline, they will give you a certain amount of points or miles or kilometers, depending on the distance you travel. And you can collect those over time and either upgrade your ticket to a better ticket, or maybe you can redeem them for taxi or for transportation or hotel or other things related to travel. Many restaurants also have consumer reward programs. If you buy a certain number of meals, they will give you a little stamp or give you a coupon or voucher. And when you use those rewards and you come back again, you might get a free drink or a free side dish for your reward for coming to that business often. That's what a consumer reward program does. The whole focus is to reward people for doing business. And so that's what My Aladdin was created as a consumer rewards program, to reward people for doing business with our participating merchants. It was designed to be global, to go to the entire world. Of course, we haven't been able to expand as fast as we would like because of the current situation where we cannot travel, but we've opened up already in some countries. Vietnam is one of those countries, Thailand, in the EU, and South Africa, and Singapore as well. We want to take it to the world, and some of you may be the people that help us take it to the rest of the world. So it was designed to be global. It's also designed to be as easy to use, not just around the world, but also with the person sitting next to you. What we call peer-to-peer, person-to-person. If you have a friend who needs gems to actually redeem for a product or service and they don't have enough, you can sell them some of yours, or you can buy them if you need them for yourself. And so it was meant to be global. It was also meant to be used with the persons that are closest to you. And it was designed not just for business, not just for merchants, but also for consumers, for the people like you and me who need things from day to day. So we asked businesses, what do you want? If you're going to join My Aladdin, how can we help you? And pretty much every business around the world has the same answer. We would like to have more customers. Can you give us more customers? Can you increase our customers? My Aladdin can definitely do that. But in fact, there's three ways that you can grow any business. I learned this from one of our speakers at Success Resources. His name is Jay Abraham, and he's considered one of the world's number one marketing experts. And he says that no matter what business you do, there's three ways you can grow any business in this world. The first one, of course, is to increase customers. The second way is to increase the sale. In other words, you increase the amount that people spend. Some of you might recognize this if you go to a fast food place to eat. They will ask you, would you like to change your small drink to a bigger drink? Would you like to change your small French fries to a bigger French fries? Or your small coffee to a bigger coffee? Just give me a little bit more money and I'll increase the size. It's what we call upsize. That's another way to increase your business. They spend a little bit more money every time they come to your business. The last way to increase your business and grow your business is increase the frequency. In other words, maybe they only come to your restaurant once a week. What if they could come every day? Would that be good? Of course it would be. That means instead of getting money from them only once a week, you can actually earn every single day. So those are the only three ways you can actually increase any business. Get more customers, get them to spend more, and get them to come back more often. And My Aladdin actually makes all three of these possible. So what are the benefits for merchants? If you join My Aladdin as a business, we will actually list your business, your address, your contact details in the mobile app, and people will know that they can come to you for your product or service. It's what we call product and brand awareness. They know that you exist and they know what you do. The other thing that benefits businesses is an increase in the number of customers. Maybe some of these customers in My Aladdin have never heard of your business before, but because you're now listed inside My Aladdin as a participating merchant, you will get new customers and your customers will increase. You will also get more sales. Talk about this a little bit later, but they get discounts. They get rebates. Every time they use My Aladdin, they will get a rebate, which means they're not so concerned about the price as before because they know they're going to get a rebate back. They get more rewards, and because they know that the more they use My Aladdin, the more they visit your business using My Aladdin, the more rewards they're going to receive. And so they get increased frequency. They come to your business more often. And then it's an opportunity for fast, cashless transactions. They don't need to use cash. They can use their mobile phone. And the most important thing is they get an 80% rebate. In other words, they know that every time they come to your business, they're going to get an 80% rebate from My Aladdin. And so that makes them more excited to do business with you. Then we also ask customers, what is it that customers like? If you ask any customer anywhere in the world, the answers will also be almost the same. In Singapore, they actually have a saying, and they might have that same saying in your country. What do you like? I like something that is cheap, but good. Something that's not as expensive, but good quality. And with My Aladdin, that's possible. You can save more money and you can receive more rewards. So what are the benefits for consumers, for people like you and me? First of all, the biggest benefit is that you get an 80% rebate in reward points. Now, if you think about it, if you go to a ordinary store, if they give you a 10% rebate, you're probably happy. If they give you a 30% rebate, you're excited. If they give you a 50% rebate, you're really, really excited. 80% rebate is very hard to find. As a matter of fact, usually the only time you get an 80% rebate is if they're closing down, if they're going out of business. But with My Aladdin and our participating merchants, you can get an 80% rebate every single day. So that's an incredible opportunity. That's an incredible benefit for customers. You can take and redeem gems for products and services at participating merchants. You can use your rebates to actually get a release of gems. It's like getting vouchers into your account every single day that you can use for products and services. You can also compound your gems to increase their value at up to 5 times. And then you can also get rewarded for bringing someone else new into the program. So My Aladdin gives you an opportunity to actually grow and earn from inviting others into the program as well. And then you can also use your My Aladdin gems with other people, with friends. You can transfer to those people who need them. You can sell them to someone else, or you can buy them when you need them. The most powerful advantage for consumers, of course, is the 80% rebate. Every time as a customer, you transfer gems to a merchant for a product or for a service, you'll get an 80% rebate and reward points. And here's the best part. As a merchant, it doesn't cost you anything. Think about that. You can give all your customers an 80% rebate, and it costs you absolutely nothing extra. So that's an incredible opportunity for business, and it's an incredible opportunity for customers as well. There we have 3 different ways in My Aladdin to earn rebates. We have what's called the e-bazaar, which means you purchase things directly inside the mobile app. Then we also have the merchant list, which means you can visit that merchant at their place of business or at their mobile website or on the internet, or even physically drive to where their store is located, and you can get 80% rebates. And then we also have what is called Shop and Earn. Shop and Earn allows you to earn rebates even when you're doing business with companies that are not part of the My Aladdin program. You can still earn using our Shop and Earn. Let me tell you a little bit about each one of these. Success Resources, of course, is one of our partners. With My Aladdin, you can take any course from Success Resources, the world's largest seminar company, and get an 80% rebate. You can learn from world-class speakers. In fact, we just had a course last Sunday from Sandy Jadeja, and this course taught people how to earn money every single day from trading. And the class is still continuing. There's several different sessions available, and they purchase the course from Success Resources using My Aladdin, and they get an 80% rebate. You just tap on the e-bazaar, tap on the course title, and then you can redeem and get an 80% rebate. The second way you can earn is from what we call the merchant list. Everyone who has been approved as a merchant for My Aladdin is listed in the app. We have merchants from all over the world. If you want to see the available merchants, you tap on shop, you tap on merchant directory, and then you can see a list of merchants that you can visit to get an 80% rebate. In fact, we have merchants applying every day. In Vietnam, we have almost 100 merchant applications every single day. In fact, in Vietnam, which is one of our biggest and fastest growing markets, you can get just about anything using My Aladdin. In Vietnam, you can get a new car and get an 80% rebate. As a matter of fact, just a couple of weeks ago, these are some of our members who got new cars using My Aladdin and getting an 80% rebate. You can see them in front of their cars with big smiles on their faces because they not only were able to use My Aladdin to get a car, but they were able to do so at an 80% rebate. You can take a trip with My Aladdin with Hop Travel, and you get an 80% rebate. As a matter of fact, recently we had many of our leaders in Hanoi that traveled to Ho Chi Minh, and they took business class. You might ask, why did they take business class? Because with an 80% rebate, business class is almost as cheap as economy. They get an 80% rebate, so it becomes a wonderful way to travel. In fact, when I go to Vietnam, I love to do the same thing. I can't travel business class in many places, but in Vietnam, I can get business class and get an 80% rebate. You can stay in a hotel and get an 80% rebate. You can insure your family or yourself and get an 80% rebate. You can get the latest mobile phone and you can carry that phone in your latest designer handbag, both at an 80% rebate. In fact, you can even rent a condominium and get an 80% rebate. And if you want someone to clean it for you, you can get your house cleaned or your condominium cleaned and get an 80% rebate. You can grab a coffee or you can grab lobster or food at your favorite restaurant and get an 80% rebate. In fact, some of our merchants in Vietnam will have a menu. On that menu, they have the price in Vietnamese dong, and they also have the price in My Aladdin gems. If you use Vietnamese dong, you don't get a rebate. But if you use My Aladdin gems, you get an 80% rebate. In Vietnam, we have more than 5,000 merchants, and we're getting 50 to 100 new merchant applications every single day. So there's almost nothing that you cannot do in Vietnam using My Aladdin. The next way you earn rebates is what we call the shop and earn. Actually, My Aladdin has links to many other companies. You tap on shop, then you tap on shop and earn, and there you will find the logos and the names of some of the world's biggest businesses. You can read a book from Kinokuniya. You can update your wardrobe from Zalora, Cotton On, or Michael Kors. You can take a vacation with Malaysia Airlines, with Emirates, or Qatar. You can travel in the latest style from luggage, with luggage from Tumi. You can get fit or have sports equipment from Nike. You can shop from home with Lazada or Shopee. These are companies that we have links to. You just go into the app, you tap on the link, you buy just as you normally would with those companies. You're not buying using My Aladdin. You're buying whatever means you normally do. And then you can earn up to 10% gems back. It could be 1%, it could be 2%, it could be 10%, depending on the website. And then even if you pay them, you will still earn from My Aladdin with a 40% rebate in points. So shop and earn, You tap on the link in My Aladdin. So you go to the company. For example, if I want to go to Lazada, I tap on the Lazada link. I buy from the website. I pay in the normal way that they accept. I'll get up to 10% back in gems. And My Aladdin will also give you 40% rebate in reward points. And so you're shopping with other companies who aren't even part of My Aladdin, and you still get rebates of up to 40% and gem rebates of up to 10%. Now, some of you may be asking, what's the difference between gems and points? You redeem gems. Gems are like a voucher. You redeem gems for products and services, and then you earn rebate points. Gems are stored in your wallet. They're listed on the main screen. They're stored in your gem wallet. They have a fixed value. One gem has the value equivalent of $1. So one gem is always going to be at the value of $1. The price doesn't go up. The price doesn't go down. The price never changes. It's a fixed value. You can redeem them for products and services at participating merchants, and you can transfer them to other people as well. If you need gems, maybe you want to get that new car and you want that 80% rebate, you can buy them from someone else and they can transfer them to you. If you have extra gems and you know someone else who needs the gems, you can sell them or transfer them to someone else. And they never expire. You know, in many reward programs, many airlines, your rewards may only be valid for 1 month, or maybe 3 months, or maybe if you're lucky, they might be valid for 1 year. But with My Aladdin, your gems never expire. Now, you can get gems very easily in 3 different ways. You can get them from merchants. You can get them from other people who have excess gems, and you can actually get them in the app. We'll explain how this works a little bit later. If you would like to top up gems in the app, you can tap on Top Up, and using USDT, which is called Tether, you can actually get gems from anywhere in the world. At the moment, the company is no longer selling gems in Vietnam, so you cannot top up using USDT, but in other countries, you can still do so. But there's other ways to get gems as well. If you tap on the buy and the sell, if you would like to buy gems, or you have extra gems you would like to sell, you can actually use this feature to exchange gems. And you don't even need to know the person. So if you have extra gems, you tap on sell. You can say, I have 100 or maybe 500 or 1,000 gems that I want to sell. Someone else needs some gems. So they tap on buy. You say, I have 100 gems to sell and they need 100 gems. The app will automatically match you together. And then you can make payment in USDT and transfer gems between each other. So it's very easy. To do this, you need to do your KYC. KYC is called Know Your Customer. If you're new to My Aladdin and you haven't done KYC yet, simply tap on the top up button in the My Aladdin app, and it will ask you to submit your name and fill in a form. It will also ask you to take a photo of your identity card or your passport. Make sure your photo is clear. And then last, it will ask you to take a picture or a selfie holding your identity card and also holding a piece of paper with the word My Aladdin and the date. The instructions are inside. It's simple to do. The purpose is to verify your identity. You have to only do this once, and then you can buy and sell gems and use gems in My Aladdin. It only accepts USDT for buy and sell, but that's great. The value of a gem is $1. the value of USDT is also $1. It's a cryptocurrency. You can get them from Remitano or Wapi or some other cryptocurrency website, and then you can use those to get gems. Whenever you use the buy and sell, you will receive 100% in gems. So if you have 100 USDT, you will get 100 gems. There is a fee for the seller. Right now, we have a special offer. If you're a merchant, there's no fee. If you're a consumer that wants to sell your gems in the buy and sell, it costs you 2%. That means if I want to sell 100 gems, I need to have 102 gems in my account, an extra 2% as a transfer fee. There's no limits. You can do as much as you want. It's automatically matched by the app. You may not even know the person. And then when you buy, you have 12 hours to send USDT to the seller's account. And then you have to tap a button that says, I made payment. If you're the seller, as soon as you're notified that the person has paid, you need to go check your account. And then you have 12 hours to tap a button that says, yes, I got the payment in USDT. When both sides have said, I sent it, I received it, then the transfer is made. So you have 12 hours from each side. You can also transfer using the app to someone that you know, and there's no transfer fee. You can scan to transfer, and you can scan someone else's QR code and transfer directly to that person using your mobile phone. If you don't know the person's QR code, you can actually transfer to their username. To find your own QR code to receive gems, all you do is tap this button in the middle that says receiving QR, and you can get your QR code to receive gems. So that's the gems. Now what about the points? You redeem gems, but then you earn reward points. Reward points are stored in your point wallet. They're also a fixed value. 1 point will convert to 1 gem. So 1 point is the value of $1. The difference is you cannot use your points immediately. Every day, you have to convert some of your points to gems. They're not transferable to someone else, and they never expire, just like gems. So you can also multiply your gems to points. You can only do this during the first year, and you can only do it 6 times. The first time the multiplier is 5. The second time it is also 5. Then it's 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. You go into the wallet, you tap on gem to points, and you can convert your gems to points and multiply them. You can do this, like I said, 6 times during the first year. The first 2 times the multiplier is 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. That's a total of 20 times that you can multiply during the first year. If you time it well, your $100 could become 100 gems, and then multiply it could become 2,000 reward points in the first year. Your 100 becomes 2,000. 1,000 becomes 20,000. But you can only do this during the first year. So you use gems whenever you redeem gems with a merchant. Remember, you get an 80% rebate in reward points. Or if you convert your gems to points to multiply them, they will multiply 5 times. So 100 gems becomes 500 points. Then every day you convert some of your points back to gems. How do you do that? You tap the lamp. You probably heard the story of Aladdin. A young boy finds a lamp, and when he rubs the lamp, a genie comes out and offers him a wish. My Aladdin works in the same way. but you don't rub a lamp. You tap the lamp in the mobile app. When you tap the lamp, you can do that once a day. You can do it each day, and the genie will come out and convert 0.2% of your points to gems. If you had 5,000 points times zero point 0.2, that means you would earn 10 gems every day. Every day, some of your gems, 0.2%, moves over to points. And so it's 2% for the first 180 days. It's 0.1% after that. So let's look in summary. If you use your gems and exchange them for a product or a service with a merchant, you get an 80% rebate in reward points. If you multiply your gems, using gems to points, the first time you multiply, the multiplier is 5. So if I had 1,000 gems, I would get 5,000 points. Every day, I tap the lamp. When I tap the lamp, 0.2% of my points converts over to gems, and I receive gems in my gem wallet. So every day, you want to go in and do what? You want to tap the lamp, and then you will receive gems. Now you can use those gems again with another merchant, or you can multiply them. And the cycle continues again and again and again. So as I mentioned before, you need to do KYC. You need to do KYC before you can top up. You must do it before you can use the buy and sell. You must do it before you transfer gems to anyone, before you can receive gems, and before you can redeem with merchants. In other words, if you want to use the My Aladdin gems, the first thing you need to do is KYC. If you do it carefully and follow the instructions, approval is almost instant. If the picture is not clear or you didn't follow the instructions, you didn't show your passport together with your picture, in other words, you have to take a photo holding the passport also and holding a piece of paper with My Aladdin and the date. You have to follow the instructions exactly as we give them. If you do that, your KYC will be approved immediately, automatically. If you do something wrong and your photo is blurred, then it may take up to 5 working days. So make sure you do this if you haven't already done it. If you're new to My Aladdin, that's one of the first things you'll want to do. All you need to do is tap on top up and follow the directions. Now, some of you may be asking, how do I get my money for my gems, for my rewards? My Aladdin does not buy back gems. In fact, you can actually sell your gems to merchants or redeem them for a product or service. You can sell them to someone who's new, someone that you referred to the program, or someone that needs extra gems. And you can also use the buy and sell feature in the app. Now that's an advantage. For example, in Vietnam, the company does not sell gems anymore. If you want to get gems, you have to get them from the people who already have them. That means they become the bankers. That's an advantage to you. The company doesn't buy back gems. You get them from the market. You can also use a QR code or username to redeem gems. If you scan a merchant's QR code, you will get an 80% rebate. If you want to transfer them to another person or the merchant, you tap on gem transfer and you can transfer to the person based on their username. Now, some of you may be saying, I'm a merchant. What's the benefit of My Aladdin to me? Of course, I already mentioned you can give all of your customers an 80% rebate, and it doesn't cost you anything. You know, the normal way that we do business is I transfer money to a merchant. Maybe I want a mobile phone, and it costs $100. I give $100 to the merchant, and he will give me the mobile phone. But with My Aladdin, you can do something different. You can do something very special. say, wait. How would you like to have an 80% rebate? Of course, every customer is going to say yes. So you say, okay, if you would like to have an 80% rebate, don't pay me yet. Join my Aladdin, give me $100 for gems, and then transfer the gems to me for your mobile phone. When you do that, you will get an 80% rebate in reward points. Did it cost the customer anything extra? No, they still paid $100, but they paid $100 for gems, and then they used the gems to purchase the mobile phone. Then the merchant's going to receive their gems with an 80-20 split. Now you may be thinking, wait a second, 80-20 split, I lost 20%. No, you didn't lose 20%. Remember, 20% is points. How do you get that 20%? Every day you tap the lamp, and over time, your 20% will actually convert back into gems. So you haven't lost anything, but a little bit of time. So as a merchant, is the merchant happy? Yes. The merchant still got $100. He didn't lose anything. He also got 80 gems, which he can sell to another customer. He got 20 points, which over time can convert to gems. And then he gets something else that's even more incredible. Because every time that new customer to My Aladdin uses gems, even if it's with another merchant, he earns 0.4% of whatever gems they use as a reward. That means every time they use My Aladdin, he also earns. Not just when they come to his business, but when they go to any other business using My Aladdin, he still earns. So now he has a second way to earn from that customer. Now, some of you may also be asking about referrals. How does it work? We have a single level referral. You come in, if you invite someone else into the program, every time they top up, you get 5% of that top up in points. But that's not all. Every time they top up, you earn 5% in points. Every time they use their gems, you earn 0.4% in gems. So you earn twice. But there's one qualification. To qualify for referral, you have to have at least 1,000 points, and you have to maintain that 1,000 points. If you drop below 1,000 points, you no longer earn on referral. And then you also need to have one person that you personally invited on your first level who also has a minimum of 1,000 points. So you need 1,000 points, and you need to have one person on your first level who also has 1,000 points, and then you can earn a referral. But that's not all. You can also earn if you invite a merchant, a business into My Aladdin. Every time that merchant receives gems, you earn 5% in points. That means every time that merchant does business, if you brought them into the My Aladdin program, you earn every time. Again, there's a qualification of 1,000 points. You have to have at least 1,000 points to earn from a merchant. That's why our merchant base is growing so very fast. Because if I have a favorite coffee shop, I'll get them to join My Aladdin. Every time I go to that coffee shop, I earn an 80% rebate. But that's not all. Every time anyone goes to that coffee shop and uses My Aladdin, I also earn. So you can sign up your favorite coffee shop, your favorite nail salon, the favorite person to cut your hair, your favorite grocery store, whatever business you like to use, sign them up. You'll get an 80% rebate when you visit those businesses. And every time that business receives gems from My Aladdin, you also earn. So it's an incredible opportunity. Now, how do you get 1,000 points? Top up a minimum of 300 gems and then convert your gems to points. So compound your gems to points. The first time the multiplier is what? It's 5. So 300 gems times 500 points is 1,500 points. Some of you are saying, wait a second. You told me I only need 1,000 points. Why are you asking me to get 1,005? Because every day you tap the lamp. When you tap the lamp, some of your points converts over to gems. If you only have 1,000 points, the first time you tap your lamp, you drop below 1,000 and you don't earn anymore. So it needs a little bit of extra. Recommend you top up 300 gems minimum and compound your gems to points. You might want to put more. Many people put 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 because they know that first multiplier, the multiplier is 5 times. So they want to take advantage of that multiplier of 5. And then you also need to bring one person in who does exactly the same thing. They top up at least a minimum of 1,000 points. Let me give you a quick summary of My Aladdin. My Aladdin is a consumer rewards program. That means the more you use it, the more rewards you receive. Customers get an 80% rebate in reward points. Merchants love the program because as a merchant, you get more customers, you get more sales, and they spend more often. Of course, consumers also love our program because consumers save more and they also receive more rewards. To join the program, you can download the mobile app. It works on iPhone or also on Android phones. Then you top up. You can top up from a merchant, from another person who has extra gems, or from the app using the buy and sell. Or if you're in other countries outside of Vietnam, you can use USDT and top up using the top up button. When you top up gems, you can use those gems with a merchant. One gem is the value of $1, and you get an 80% rebate in reward points. And then reward points, every day you do what? You tap the lamp. And some of your points, like sand going through an hourglass, will convert back to gems, 0.2% per day. You can also take your gems and multiply them. The first time the multiplier is 5 times, you can convert your gems to points. If you start out with 100 gems, you would have 500 points. If you start out with 1,000 gems, you would have 5,000 points. Of course, if you have a minimum of 1,000 points in your account and you bring in one person who also has at least 1,000 points, you can earn referral. Every time somebody tops up, you earn 5% in points. And every time somebody uses their gems, you earn 0.4% in gems. So it's a very simple program. All you need to do is download the app and top up today. If you would like to learn more about My Aladdin, you can actually tap on My Aladdin in the bottom right corner of the app. Then tap on Resource Center. We have videos. We even have this presentation that you can watch. You can also look at our presentation on YouTube and share this with your friends. You can get help from My Aladdin using our support genie. To access the support genie, you can join our Telegram group. You can also tap on Get Help in the bottom right corner of your app underneath My Aladdin, or you can add the support genie in Telegram at Live Genie Bot. The Live Genie Bot doesn't have a phone number. It's just a bot. It's a robot that actually answers questions for you. And our staff will never ask you for your PIN number, for your password, or to sell gems for you. Never give this information to anyone else. In fact, Don't even ask someone to sell your gems for you, because there's a possibility that there may be someone out there who is trying to cheat you. Never give your PIN number to anyone. Never give your password to anyone. Never let someone else sell your gems for you. You can also get help by tapping on My Aladdin in the bottom right corner of the app. Then tap on Get Help. You'll find answers to common questions. It's available 24 hours a day, and the answers are also in Vietnamese. You can also contact us by tapping on the plus symbol on that screen. I'll show you in a second. And you'll get a support number to track. They'll be answered in the order that we receive them. And please only send once. If you send more than one ticket on the same question, it will move you to the end of the queue, and it will be longer before you receive your answer. So you can tap on My Aladdin, then tap on Get Help, and you will see a screen that looks something like this. You can type in your question in the search box and find an answer. If you do not see the question that you're asking, you can actually tap on the plus button and send a message to our staff, and we will respond to you as quickly as we can. 2020 has been a difficult year for many people. We're halfway through this year, but at the same time, if you talk to many of our My Aladdin members, they will tell you that this has been the best year ever for business online. You can embrace the change, or you can become obsolete. Many businesses at this time are shutting down, they're closing because they're not able to change. But if you're able to join us and put your business with My Aladdin, you can actually move forward with us and not get left behind. Many people like to focus on the difficulties, on the crisis, but in every crisis, there's also an opportunity. Look for the opportunity. My Aladdin is one of those opportunities. This year, like many of our friends around the world, could tell you that My Aladdin could be your most successful opportunity this year. This year could be your most successful ever. There's a promotion offer. If you can download My Aladdin, you can download the app and get 5 points for free. You can search for MyAladdin on the App Store or also on the Google Play Store. The first thing you need to do to get started is to download the app and register an account. It's absolutely free to download. Make sure you add your live Genie bot in Telegram so that you can get help. Top up your gems. Tap on the top up button so you can do your KYC, and then you can top up from other people. Then last, every day you'll want to tap the lamp so that you can convert your gems to points to gems, so you can use them with participating merchants. And then when you have at least 1,000 points and you get one person to join you that also has 1,000 points, you can earn referral. So go out and look for customers, look for merchants, invite them to join and also top up and compound. And then you can earn referral. We're going to have a time now for question and answer. If you have any questions, type them in the chat box, and I'll try to answer those questions for you. Some of you, I believe, have already asked some of those questions. So I'll go to the chat box and see what questions you've asked. If you haven't asked your question yet, you can type it in the chat box. You can also type it in Vietnamese, and I will try. We have people online that can answer and translate it for you. Someone asked, somebody published an article about My Aladdin and whether there's a link between My Aladdin and the commercial websites. In the buy and earn, there is no direct link. We are an affiliate of those websites, which means If you'll use our affiliate link, the special link that we give you to go to those websites, they will pay us a commission, and then we will return that to you in gems. At the same time, they will tell us how much you purchased from their website because it's an affiliate link, and then we will give you a 40% rebate in points. Somebody said when they go to some of those websites that some of them are not available, website not working. Some of the brands are only available for certain countries. If it says it's not available, then that means that company or that brand is not available in your country as an affiliate. We're looking at adding many more brands, and we're adding brands on a regular basis. So that is something that we're adding from time to time as we become affiliates of more of those companies. Um, let's see. Someone asking about the legality of My Aladdin. My Aladdin is a registered company, just like Amazon or Microsoft or anything else. We do not have an office in all countries. Our main office is actually in Singapore and Malaysia. We are legal to do business on the internet as a consumer rewards program. Does China have My Aladdins? Not at this time. We have not opened up the China market yet. That will be a possibility for the future, but it's not available at this time. Someone says they bought something from Lazada using the My Aladdin link. They haven't received the rebate yet. As soon as Lazada releases the rebate to us, then we will, and releases the information to us, then we will release the rebate to you. Someone's asking which countries in the world is My Aladdin available. My Aladdin is currently available in Singapore, in Vietnam, in Thailand, in South Africa, in the European Union. We're not available in China. We're not available in the United States. We're not available in some countries at this time. If you are in any of those countries and you tap on the top up, then it will notify you that it's not available in your country. Someone offers some advice that it should be that other people in the same family can use your account. It's the same thing like any other official accounts that you might have with the bank or with your company or with anyone else. If they know your mobile phone password and they know your mobile phone PIN number, they can, of course, use your account on your phone. You can do that. But one account is tied to one mobile number. So it can only be used on that mobile number. If you want them to also use your account, they have to also be able to use your mobile phone for that. Someone's asking, does My Aladdin registered as a business in Vietnam? We're registered as an international business. We do not have a Vietnam office. We're not a Vietnam company. We're an international company, just like Amazon, just like Microsoft, just like many other companies who also do business in Vietnam, but do not have a Vietnam office. On the internet, we are legal for international business. Someone's asking about information written regarding Richard Tan, Success Resources, or us. Actually, if you know us in My Aladdin and you know the leaders, we're coming there all the time. My Aladdin and Success Resources are separate legal companies, but they have the same owner. Someone says that My Aladdin is a fixed rate of 1 USDT or $1 for one gem. That is correct. Someone says that sometimes the exchange rate is 24150. Some people buying it at 24800. This is the same thing as going to a money changer or going to a bank. Our My Aladdin is tied to $1. But how you get your US dollar, the rate may vary from bank to bank, from money changer to money changer, depending on your source of getting the US dollar. Or even if you're doing a exchange like Remitano or Wapi, they will all have different exchange rates. We cannot control the exchange rate between Vietnamese dong and $1, but we do control one gem is $1. Someone says that they're having difficulty applying to be a merchant as there can only be one product. To start, there is only one product, but once you're approved as a merchant, you can sell anything. In the back office, you will be given access to actually upload pictures of more products as well. But once you apply for one product, if you're approved, you can also sell your other products. It's not a problem. Someone says, I can exchange, multiply your gems to points in the first year. What about the second year? No, you cannot do that during the second year. It's only possible during the first year. Someone asked, can you control? If we can control the price for people buying gem. If somebody is selling gem to you directly, we cannot control. That's beyond our control. If you go to a person and they says, I want to sell you a gem at this number of Vietnamese dong, we cannot control that. But we do control the USDT. One gem is one USDT. That's all we can control. Someone says, what about questions about somebody saying that My Aladdin is a scam? No, we are not a scam. You can talk to all our customers and find out that we are not a scam. Typically, people who are competitors are people who don't understand our business, will say things that make it sound like a scam, but we are a legitimate registered international business. Someone says KYC is very difficult to be approved. Actually, every single day, majority of the KYC applications are approved. I can tell you for certain that every day we have hundreds of KYC applications and the majority are approved. If yours is not approved, then you must be doing something wrong. Maybe your picture is not clear, or the picture doesn't match your passport, or maybe you're showing the wrong side of your ID, or maybe you're not holding the piece of paper, you're doing something wrong. Go back and reread the instructions to get your KYC approved. In fact, now if you actually go into the top up where KYC is and you tap on it and you've already requested for your KYC, it will tell you if something hasn't been done correctly and let you know that you need to resubmit. Someone says that the buy and sell is 12 hours is too long. Um, Sometimes if there is no person that matches your request, it can be quite a long time. For example, if you say, I want to buy 100 gems, but there is no one selling 100 gems, then it may be not able to match. Or maybe somebody's selling 500, but you only ask for 100. It will only match the same amounts. Um, so I understand it is sometimes a little bit difficult. Right now, if you're wanting to buy and sell, sometimes there may not be a buyer available. Sometimes there may not be a seller available. Someone asked if you can convert your points immediately. No, you cannot withdraw your points immediately. Every day you have to tap the lamp to convert your points to gems. It's 0.2% per day. Somebody says, how do you compare My Aladdins to Uber? We're a different type of business. I don't understand your question. Um, Uber is one type of business. We are a different type of business. There are many international businesses that are not registered in every single country and do not have corporate offices in every country. We're the same as those type of businesses. Is Mr. Richard Tan the owner of My Aladdins? Yes, he is. He's also the owner of Success Resources. My Aladdin is considered a consumer rewards program. Every type of business is different. Uber is a taxi company. It's a different type of company. Not every type of company has to be registered. Typically, in most countries throughout the world, consumer reward programs do not have to be registered. It's like coupons or vouchers or gift vouchers that you can give to someone else. They do not need to be registered. It depends. Every country is different. Someone's asking about what if they invest money in My Aladdin. My Aladdin is not an investment. It's a consumer rewards program. You exchange your gems like a voucher for products and services. It is not an investment. One person is asking, how many accounts can you create? One person can create as many accounts as they wish, but every account must have a separate mobile number. Every account must have a separate mobile number. If you have three mobile phones or three mobile SIM cards, you can register three accounts. So you need to have a different number for each account. Okay, quite a few questions coming in. Just a second. Some of them I might have missed. Someone's asking about applying for merchant in Laos. It's the same thing as applying for merchant anywhere else, the same requirements. Does every account have the first year at 5455321 for multiply? Yes. Every time you open a My Aladdin account, it's valid for 1 year. that you can actually multiply your gems to points. Someone's asking if you can open an Australia account. I don't think we've officially opened the Australia market yet. In time, when we're able to do so, we will do so. Someone's asking for the business registration from MyAladdin. As I mentioned, we do not have a business registration in Vietnam. We're registered as an international online business. At the moment, I don't believe you can register in Australia. You can try and check. Actually, you can register MyAladdin account anywhere in the world. It's not a problem. But when you go to top up, if we're not open in that country yet, you will not be able to top up your gems. Can merchants multiply gems to points? No, merchant accounts cannot multiply gems to points. Only consumer accounts. Someone's asking about pictures of Vivian or myself or Richard on the website. We do not have our photos on that, but you will see us on the call. You will see us come to Vietnam. Richard has also been to Vietnam. You will see us. We do not put those on the website. We're a mobile app business. It's not about people. Any other questions? I hope that the translator is translating the answers that I give to you. So I'm speaking, I'm getting questions from the Vietnam side, and I'm answering them in English. Hopefully they are translating them back so that you can understand. Someone's asking if you don't use an account, if it's blocked. No, we do not block an account. We do not remove accounts at this time unless requested. Someone says they lost a star. How can you get it back? If you do a buy and sell transaction and you did not make payment in time, or you did a buy and sell transaction and you did not answer and tap on the button that says I made payment, you might lose 1 star. If you want to return a star, you must do 5 buy transactions in the buy and sell, and the star will be returned to you. What is the transfer limit for consumer account? Consumer account, your transfer limit is based on the number of points that you have. It varies depending on your rank. Someone says, I don't have a USDT address. You can go to Remitano. There's a Vietnam Remitano. You can also go to Wapi, or most of the cryptocurrency websites, and you can actually purchase USDT from those websites. Someone's asking about what if the app is shut down. The app is a mobile app. It's not going to be shut down. It's on the internet. It's controlled by the App Store, by Google. It will not be shut down. It's an international app. Many businesses try to get apps on like Apple Store and Google Apps, but they are rejected. My Aladdin has been approved as a legitimate business with all the requirements that they require. Any other questions? Why does the merchant not get full 100% gem from the user? That is the way our business works. It's just the way we work. If you are a merchant, you get 80% in gems and 20% in points. Over time, you tap the lamp and your points will convert back to gems. If you do not want to tap the lamp every day, you just consider it a marketing cost. It's not a problem. Any other questions? If we do not have any other questions, I'll return the time back to the host. Tina, thanks for being our host. Kim, thanks for doing our translation for us. I appreciate all of you joining us tonight. We have this every single week. If you have other questions, you can also go into the My Aladdin app, tap on My Aladdin, then tap on Get Help, and you can ask your questions there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I wish I could be with you there in person. I wish you all well. I wish you health, and I'll turn the time back over to Tina. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kensa, for great sharing. And everyone, please send the thank message to our guests. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful time with us. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today. And once again, thank Mr. Kensa for giving us a lot of valuable sharing. And okay, and now everyone, please turn on your mic and say thank to our guests and say goodbye to each other. Thank you.
Nói về sách nói chưa?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kansa. Thank you,
Kansa.
Have nice.
Thank you, Mr. Kensa.
Trang ơi,
Cảm ơn người.
bạn có thể dịch nói chuyện giúp với Mr. Thép là có phương án gì để bảo vệ người tiêu dùng Việt Nam không? Bởi vì là có một số trang của đối thủ họ đã tấn công vào app ấy, họ nói là MyAD đang có dấu hiệu lừa đảo ấy. Thì có cái phương án gì để bảo vệ người tiêu dùng không? Bảo vệ app không?
Nói nè.